G'day everybody and welcome back. I hope you had a fantastic Chrissy. Not quite New Year's yet, but we're getting there. Hey, I just thought I'd give you all a little bit of a catch up and apologise for my absence. I shall explain. Alright, so we're on the move. We've sold our property and we have a contract on another one, so we're in the process of packing and moving, etc. I think the settlement is like the 31st of January. It's still a few weeks off, but we're kind of downsizing, but the good news is that I'll be upsizing. So currently I work out of a single car garage. The new place has a shed in the backyard. It's not massive, it's only 5 metres by 6 metres, but it has the scope to make bigger, so that's exactly what I'll be doing. So I'll have a bit more space, so that's good news. And it kind of explains away why I haven't been all that keen and motivated just recently. So we're finishing up at work for the year, obviously, and Christmas and selling a house and moving and buying another house and all of the crap that goes with that. I have been out on a couple of rides with the riders of Tasmania, primarily on the ST3, and I gotta say, God, I love that bike. And that Olin's rear shock is definitely better. I have taken, I took one of the girls at work for a ride. She'd been begging me for a while, so I did that, and the ease of adjustment was fantastic. But not only that, it just works. It just handles so well. Yeah, it's hard to explain, but the bike definitely feels planted, and I haven't messed with it at all other than adjusting preload on it. It's been fantastic. Mind you, I had a little incident. And that incident happened yesterday. I had obviously taken the lass from work for a ride on the bike, and I had the tyre pressures set for a pillion, and I went for a ride on, I think it was a weekend prior to last, and we went up Mount Wellington, and I was giving the bike, I was pushing it, and I came into a hairpin, a right hand hairpin, and I had a bit of a moment, and it was primarily because I was running too high tyre pressure. So yesterday I thought, I need to go and adjust this, but of course we're packing, so I've got everything packed away at home, and foolishly I've packed away my bloody tyre pressure gauge and what have you. So easy for me, I go down to the Shell service station where they've got one of those digital ones that automatically adjust to a set point. I put in the tyre pressure one and I go. So I did the front tyre, that was fine. I went to do the back tyre and I couldn't get to the valve on the tyre, the Schrader valve, so I moved the bike forward so I could, and I placed it on the side stand, and as I walked around the back of the bike I heard this horrible noise, because it's on a downhill slope, isn't it? And I didn't leave it in gear, did I? So what happened? It rolled forward off the side stand and careered into a brick wall, and it came down hard. I'll give you a quick look at the damage. Alright, here's the damage. So
we've got a broken fairing, and this is the bloody new fairing that I bought, of course, and it's bent the support bracketry for the fairing, which is hidden obviously behind all this plastic, and when you turn it hard lock to the right, the master cylinder now hits there. So that fairing and mirror, which is also, if you remember, I replaced that as well. That's gone. The lower fairing, well, it's hard to see, has some scores in it and has knocked the paint around. It is difficult to see, and here as well, but that'll be replaced. And the rear left pannier copped it as well, because it all came down on a brick wall, and very, very disappointing.
So essentially, I'm facing the reality. I've launched an insurance claim, because that's what you do. I mean, if you remember, I purchased a brand new left mirror for that bike, a brand new windscreen panel for that bike, only to wreck them. But yeah, I've launched an insurance claim, I've paid the excess, but of course nothing's open. The place where I'm taking it for repairs is open on the 4th of January. So I'll be there for that, and we'll get things underway, but of course they've got to assess the damage, put together a quote for the insurer. The insurer then has to approve it, and then they can order the parts, and then we wait for everything to come from Italy, and we know what that's like at the moment. So I'm facing the prospect that I could actually be without that bike now until about March or so. And that irritates me. Because now that bike is set up the way it is, it's just brilliant, and I really miss it. I mean, don't get me wrong, first world problems. I mean, I've got the 900 Super Sport, but it's not the same, because I got to put my backpack on if I want to carry anything, and I was going to go and do an overnighter with the boys to Queenstown or somewhere like that in the next week or two, and of course I'm not going to do that now. It's not really the right bike for it, to be frank. So I'm just here licking my wounds, fellas, I guess. And putting up with this muppet. Come on, get off your brake. Oh God. There's a few more tourists about at the moment. Everyone's out moving about. Oh, yeah, just no fucking indicator. So what am I doing now? Well, I'm going to work because I have to face the inevitable, and that is going up under the house in the dark and start sorting through all of the excess 1100 parts I've got up there, and there are lots, and start packing. So I need to get my head torch, and it's at work, of course. So I thought I'd take the opportunity just to give you a quick update on what's going on. I haven't fallen off the face of the planet. I haven't been kidnapped or anything. However, I have managed to put myself in a bloody bad position because of an act of carelessness That's all it was, carelessness. Anywho, hey, I hope you had a great Chrissy. I hope you have a healthy and prosperous 2022, and we'll keep moving. We'll get everything sorted at the new residence and see how we get on with that. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. It really does help. And I'll catch you next time on Andy's Motorcycle Obsessions. Bye for now.